I did a Ken back-to-back. I did a Ken back-to-back shows. Hey, everybody. Welcome to the Positivity Report. I'm Josh Macuga. It is a Monday. It is January. Mark, hook me up with a date here. 25th?
Oh, yes. It is the 25th.
25th of January. It is a Monday, and I know Mondays are not everybody's favorite day of the week. You kind of got to feel bad for Monday. It's just the start of a glorious week here. Supposedly, I only know this based off Roxy Strier's tweet. So, Roxy, unless you are lying to me, apparently the stay-at-home order here in Los Angeles has been lifted. But I don't know. I saw this story last night about this woman in Long Beach who refused to close a restaurant. They've been trying to shut her down. Now, listen, I understand everybody has a different, at least every state has a different order as far as stay home and everything. And I know COVID is very, very serious. But I know there are a lot of restaurant owners out there who are struggling. And there's been actually no data judge that outdoor dining has been the biggest problem of COVID. It hasn't, but I'm a supporter of restaurants. I worked in restaurants and bars for 15 years, and I'm looking forward to going out and supporting and sitting outside at restaurants. Is it the most comfortable experience? No. Do we live in Florida or Arizona or Alabama where they really haven't ever done anything to stop the spread of COVID? No. California has been a wild situation, and it is what it is. But what I'm saying is that the stay-at-home order has been lifted. I look forward to sitting down to a meal outside instead of getting takeout. That's all I'm going to say here. Listen, if you guys want to support the show, you can super chat. You can streamlabs.com/goodpeoplegpa. If you want to join the Bucket Club or the Social Club or the Fun Club, go to the GPA.fun. All portions of proceeds raised on all the shows here will be donated to a charity. We are working on a new charity this week. All last week was St. Baldrick's Foundation, stbaldricks.org. We are discussing amongst what the next charity will be. And the reason I'm saying that we don't know what that is because, and starting off on Monday on some really, really sad news here at our family, the Schmoes family, the Schmodown family, Collider family. I don't know when he started showing up in my Twitter feed. I wish I knew the first time that he responded. And his name's Graham Butler. He's just a really, really great guy. And I was gonna try not to cry. I cried last night, and
It's okay, man. I'm with you. I was crying all last night too, and I'm crying now.
I got to meet him in Chicago, and he was wearing a kilt, and he's Scottish. Graham Butler. He passed away suddenly this weekend. Don't know any details. His sister tweeted out about his passing, and I was shocked. I was heartbroken. He always let me know how bad my Scottish accent was, and for that I appreciate it. He was loved in our crazy funny group of people here on YouTube, and a lot of people that knew Graham, that got to meet Graham, his family, family first. All of us were just pleased to know him and lucky to have known him and lucky to have just gotten some tweets. And he was never a guy on Twitter that, because there are people that are fans and then they really let you have it. Graham was never that guy. When I saw the tweet pop up, I thought to myself, I haven't seen him tweet in a minute. And then I got really sad that I never, you just don't know. You just don't know, especially right now in times like COVID is, you just don't know how long you have with people sometimes. So, take a second, call somebody, text somebody, tell them you care about them, tell them you're thinking about them. Maybe somebody you haven't talked to in a long time. Maybe somebody you talk to all the time. Because this life is short, and we started the Good People Association to try and bring some positivity, some unity, some light into all your worlds every morning, every day, through whatever we can. The only way I know how to do that is to stand in front of a camera and talk to all of you. Days like this aren't the best. They are not easy. Death is never easy for anybody. The only advice that I was ever given about death, and I have stuck with it, and it's weird, it happened in 6th grade, okay? One of my teachers lost a child, lost his son, and he took the whole, took a whole semester off, I guess, which would you call in 6th grade, and I remember the next year I saw him, and he was doing a talk at our school about death, and it's hard to teach a 6th grader or a 7th grader about that, and he said that don't ever say to somebody God needed somebody in their garden, or they're in a better place or something like that. All you can say is, I'm here for you if you would like to talk. That's all. You don't need to tell somebody it's going to be better. You don't need to just say, I'm here to talk and I'm here to listen. If anybody is ever having any trouble with anything and they don't have somebody to talk to me, okay? Talk to somebody that will listen. But again, if you don't have that somebody, I am here. Okay. I have a Twitter. It's at Josh Macuga. You can tweet at Good People GPA. You can reach out to me on Instagram. I literally respond to every Instagram message, unless you're a bot. I can't respond to girls that it's just a bikini pic and they have 0 followers. It's clearly they're trying to spam me. But that's a joke that I think Graham Butler might enjoy. I'm here. We're here. There are people that want to listen and want to help. If anybody wants to talk, I'm here. So Graham, we'll miss you, buddy. If I could wear a kilt, I would. I don't own one. But I love loud and silly stuff, and I especially love Scottish patterns, and I love a good tartan. So my thoughts and vibes and good stuff go to his family, to his closer friends, to people that got to spend a lot of time with him. He was a light, and he was a great, great human, and he'll be missed. So thank you, Graham. I don't know what they say in Scotland, but I'll do my best here today on the show, Graham. I crush you like a worm. I love you, buddy, and you'll always, always be welcome here. Wherever you are right now, we're thinking about you and we're sending love, buddy. And that's all I've got to say about that. I guess, man, that's tough to transition into something.
It's okay. I'm here.
Quick promos for the week. We've got Riley's Cantina tonight. Positivity Report all week. Tomorrow, Scott Mance will be here, who's an absolutely beaming light of positivity. Wednesday right now scheduled is Tiffany Smith. Tiffany Smith's schedule is always very busy, so I told her to pencil it in her calendar. I don't know how permanent that pencil is, but apparently she's going to be here Wednesday. I also, for those that have been watching the show every day, 2 days last week, I featured this beaver named Beav on TikTok, okay? He is now my favorite follow on any social media. Him and Cartel the Otter, but Cartel the Otter doesn't really post much anymore, and I don't know where Cartel the Otter is. And if Cartel the Otter died as well, I'm going to freak the F out, okay? I used to follow this Pumpkin the Raccoon. Pumpkin the Raccoon also passed away. So, but Beav is run by she runs, this woman named Nancy is part of in New York, they're part of a sanctuary for injured animals that they rehabilitate and then release out into the wild. And if you're talking about good news and good people, that is a very, very noble and positive thing to do. So I reached out to Nancy and on TikTok, and I'll be honest, I made fun of TikTok a bunch on Twitter. Now I'm obsessed with it. Okay, if I can change and you can change, we all can change. To speak like Rocky in Rocky IV, when he ended communism with a single left hand. I got in touch with Nancy. Now we are emailing. I don't know what day she's coming on, but I'm guessing Beav is also going to be on the show. I don't know where Beav is. I follow all of his TikToks. He's making dams and houses. This beaver is the cutest thing. on the internet right now, and let me check my email. No email back from Nancy yet as to when she can come on the show, but she is going to be on the show. She responded to my email, and so is Beeve. So stay tuned on the Positivity Report, guys. If anything positive happens this week, it's Beeve coming on the show. So let's get ready for Beeve. I'm so excited for Beeve. And obviously, anytime you say that, it sounds inappropriate. But here we go. So we got Rise Cantina tonight. Tuesday, Good People, Good Movies. Wednesday, The Good People Live. That's our main show. Thursday, the afternoons with Josh, Ken, and Amanda. And then Friday, Joshpardy. Mark, did you get a chance to watch this week's Joshpardy? Did you get a chance to watch Friday? Because you weren't in the building for it.
I was not, and I will say this, Josh, I did not watch it.
Thanks, buddy.
I'm so sorry. I was with my old man and doing it that way. But I'm going to watch it. I can't wait. I cannot wait.
I watched it.
You were here.
You were here.
You were here. I feel like it went pretty well, don't you think,
yeah.
Ikaika? Yeah. Daniel Bridgegad and Amanda. Amanda pulling out the victory. The fastest game show on the internet. I had fun. It seems like a lot of people in the comments and in the live stream had a lot of fun. So I'm very excited because this Friday, to piggyback off today's guest, Jake Baldino. Is Jake Baldino in there yet, Ikaika?
Yeah,
he
I was
is in here.
just going to wait.
Okay. Jake Baldino. You know what? Okay. For those that don't know Jake Baldino, if you're new to this channel, I met Jake through Schmoes, and we became friends immediately. Two Italian kids from the East Coast who love pizza. He married a girl named Amanda. I married a girl named Amanda. I got to meet his entire family. I mean, there was some of the best people in the history of Long Island, New York. I officiated he and Amanda's wedding about 2 weeks after I got home from my honeymoon. One of the funniest weekends I've ever had. And Jake Baldino has become a very, very close friend. We've been talking about trying to do a pizza show. So maybe when COVID is over and we can all travel again, bring Jake out and we'll do a bunch of pizza reviews here on the Good People Association. Or maybe I'll go to New York and we'll do vice versa. He runs a channel called Gameranx. He was also a member of Pretty Much It with Eric Striffler, which is how we met through Schmoes way back when. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Positivity Report for the first time, Mr. Jake Baldino. The Baldines!
Hi. What's going on?
What's up, buddy?
Thank you for having me.
Oh,
it's
dude.
funny. It's like we're finally hanging out, but it's like a stream thing, of course.
Of course it is. How you doing, buddy?
I'm good. I'm devastated by the news. I didn't know about Pumpkin the raccoon.
Yeah, yeah.
Damn.
I know.
Not a good fan. I guess I'm a fake fan because I didn't.
Well, here's what happened, Jake. Is I'm thinking to myself one day, and this is I think how the internet works. I'm pretty sure how the algorithm has wormed its way into our brain is that I was like, I wonder where Pumpkin the raccoon is. I haven't seen him in so long, right? And then literally I'm scrolling through Instagram like 5 minutes later, and it's like, hey, and I was like, oh, there's Pumpkin. Wait, I think I've seen that picture of Pumpkin before. And then I see like in all caps, like Pumpkin has passed away. Thank you all for your support. I'm like, he's dead?
Oh,
Like,
no.
Pumpkin died. So, yeah.
The Facebook works just like that for people we went to high school with, where you're like, I wonder how they're doing, and you look it up, and you're like, oh no.
Oh, no.
Oh goodness.
Oh, man. So what's been going on, man? How's everything going? What's life like on the East Coast? You guys doing okay?
Yeah, it's good. It's quiet. You know, we're just hanging out. It's still very much pandemic-y here.
Okay.
So we're just trying to take it easy. You know, health is wealth. So we're just trying to.
Hey, that's a
trying
good
to hang
thing.
Out.
I'm going to hashtag that. Yeah, health is wealth.
I
like
heard that somewhere. And yeah, I think someone's grandma said that, and I stole it. How are you doing? You're through your whole first week of programming. That was like an intensive schedule, and you guys got through it and nailed it, and you've done so much already. Like, how are you feeling?
I will say, I got off after Joshpardy Friday, and I don't want to spoil anything, but we did get some new cooking devices in here, Jake. So not only do we have the hot crock pot rocking, we have some new pieces of cookware that we need to name for future live streams, because we got some nice cooking stuff in here. I think Ken's gonna be working on some omelets. We've got, we've got some nice cookware in here now. But
Uncle Ken's omelets. I can't believe it.
Uncle Ken's omelets, Uncle Ken's waffles and pancakes. I mean, he's just going to be kind of running a breakfast bar in here, I think. He doesn't know that yet. We're just going to force it on him because he's got that, like, what I kind of imagine is if Ken had kids, right? His daughter comes home with a boyfriend. She's like, in college, it's a holiday, and Ken wakes up, he's like, "You want some pancakes?" And he's just sitting there with he's in the kitchen, wife beater, his sweatpants on, and he's got, he's just kind of flipping eggs.
There's a stack already on deck. It's like, how long have you been awake?
I know. Just waiting for people to wake up to eat his pancakes. Yeah. But Friday after Joshpardy, I called Amanda on the way home, and I just said, I really wish that a bar or restaurant was open, because I feel like Friday deserved a little bit of celebration, because it was a total learning curve all week long of programming, live programming. Ikaika Shively, the Hawaiian hunk, has been crushing it. Mark Riley, Ken Knapsack, myself. I mean, we've basically been living in this office since November, building, prepping, getting things ready. And the fact that it all went off with minimal mistakes. I mean, the only bad stream was Tuesday because we had some internet problems. But other than that, everything went well, man. It was, whew.
I did want to be on a fly on the wall when you guys were having an issue on launch day with everything getting wiped. Oh my God, I wish I was there to see that.
Dude, Jake.
But you guys bounced back perfectly.
We bounced back. I feel bad. I think I yelled at Mark Riley. I was like, "Mark, leave it!" but
I haven't forgiven you for that.
Thanks, Mark. Yeah, I appreciate that.
You can't yell at Mark.
Yeah, I know. You can't.
See, Jake knows. Hi, Jake.
Hey, man. Good to hear your voice.
Hey, man.
Good to see you. I see you on the screen. Good to hear from you, man. Yeah.
But no, that we had. I mean, Ikaika took 2 days to build all of the assets for everything for the live stream, and they literally were deleted 15 minutes before everything went on. I mean, it's not a joke. We didn't bring that up because we were lazy and figured, we'll just start a live stream with no assets. Nope, it all just burned away. And so poor Ikaika. I mean, listen, I'm a sweater. I've never seen a man sweat in like a 68-degree office quite like Ikaika Shively did that day. And I keep this place cold, Jake. I keep it real nice and cold. So
there's something like so exciting though about like what you guys are doing. Like
Thanks,
I've
man.
been kind of in your shoes a couple of times, like building something out and like moving in and like painting the walls and figuring out the content. That's like when you pull it off. I understand exactly what you mean. That first week, you just probably wanted to really just go to TGI Fridays and slam some wings. Because
wings, beers, whatever. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
There's something about just like the long build. When did you start planning this? I don't even really think we talked about it too much.
No. We started planning in like June, July, right? Somewhere around there. Yeah. August, maybe?
Was it September? Was it?
It feels like August because we started looking at office space, I think, in September, because then we signed a lease to move in November 1. So it's been it's been about 5 or 6 months, 7 months of planning or just talking about it, seeing if we could even get it off the ground, and then it all kind of came together.
Dude, there's that slow build, that like crescendo to finally launching it. That's like addictive.
Right?
I still don't know which way to say it. Addictive.
I think it's addicting.
Can we get a smart person in?
Yeah. Mark, you're a writer.
Sure. Sounds like a word challenge here. All right. Addicted.
There you go. Addicted.
Okay. Good to know.
I'm
I've
good.
gotten it wrong in so many videos. Oops.
What's going on at Gameranx? How's life? I mean, you guys you guys keep expanding. Every time I see you tweet something like, now you're at 6.5. Are you at 7 million followers yet?
No, we're at what are we at? 6.3.
6.3. Okay. I mean, it's wild.
It's been fun. It's been very, just kind of keeping the train rolling and be very happy that we all have jobs and like where people are watching our videos and the train's still rolling. The more interesting thing that's starting to happen to us that I think maybe a lot of you guys in your territories are figuring out is now more video games are starting to be delayed because of COVID, the pandemic and the way people are working from home. So a lot of projects are taking a little longer to release. So now we're looking at the calendar and we're like, ooh, things are going to be pretty dead for a while. Where it was like, usually for video games, the last few years, it's only been like, January's a little quiet, February's a little quiet, and then it ramps back up.
Sure.
Now it seems like it's going to be a slow simmer for a while. And that's going to be interesting because I guess that means we could just do some weird stuff.
I was going to say,
videos,
you can
that works.
You can go back and play some old games. You can, there's so much opportunity for you to kind of get into things that you may not have gotten into because you were rushed to get to something else,
Oh, you're telling me, man, the amount of games I have to like move aside, or like an old, like sometimes I just want to play like a weird old man game, like a strategy game, but I don't have time to play it because I have to move on to the next Halo or whatever.
Right.
Yeah, this will be the time for that, and it's fun to try and see what sticks. You know, we very much make stuff for what people are searching for, hot topics, what people are interested in, like, you know, the algorithm and all that.
Yeah.
So now we might have a little bit more time to try more weird retrospectives and stuff like that. We dabbled in them, but now maybe we can try a little crazier.
When I think Jake Baldino, I think retrospective. That's my like first adjective for you.
Really?
No,
really?
No, I'm kidding. No, like I don't imagine Jake Baldino like at AFI being like, tonight's retrospective is of Citizen Kane's first 10 minutes. Please sit back and enjoy Jake Baldino's investigative retrospective.
It's kind of like that when I do videos on my channel now, because I feel like most of the stuff I'm talking about is franchises that have existed my entire life.
Sure.
So I feel like I start every video being like, I've played this game. I've played the first one 30 years ago or 25 years ago, because I'm 30 now. So it's like, 25, 24 years ago, I was playing this. So now I'm like, oh man, how much longer am I going to keep saying that? It's just going to get further and further away.
Dude, I mean, we have the Twitch channel here, right? And played what did I play on Thursday, Friday? What did I play?
Resident Evil Village.
Yeah, Resident Evil Village, the demo.
You played the demo? Oh, Did you get to the end?
Yeah, that is effing terrifying, Jake.
Right? Like, what's your deal?
I don't know. Apparently, Ikaika told me that the internet is all into this lady. And she was shooting bugs at me. And then I played for the first time. Jake, this is not a lie. You know I'm not like a big gamer. Obviously, I keep my head to the ground. I know what video games are. I follow enough gamers.
When I hear Josh, I think VR gamer more than anything, or horror game player.
Well, there is an Oculus on the Amazon wish list if people want to see that. That the horror video game, because even without the VR on, playing this Resident Evil game, I was absolutely terrified. And and all those VR games have one thing very much in common. There's always a creepy house that you got to walk through. Every single one of them, there's a creepy house you got to get through. And so, I also played Mortal Kombat. Is it 11 that we played again?
Yeah, 11.
Mortal Kombat 11. That's the first Mortal Kombat game I've played since Mortal Kombat 2 in an arcade at Hidden Valley Ski Resort. I swear to God. Okay? And it is incredible. There's so many characters that aren't Sub-Zero and Scorpion anymore.
It's insane. Also, the licensing deals that they do, the fact that they can get Rambo with actual Sylvester Stallone's voice.
I know.
They can get Terminator. They can get the Ninja Turtles in a previous game. Like, it's
Spawn.
I don't know how they do it. Spawn, yeah, that's right. Spawn's in that one. I don't know how they do it.
I don't. But it was awesome. So we got some like video game stuff. So listen, I'm not gonna call myself a gamer or anything, but we want people to tune into the Twitch.
Just call yourself a gamer. You're an honorary gamer.
Between you and Greg Miller and all the kind of funny guys, I know more about video games than I ever thought I would. And my brother works in video games. I don't listen to a word he says.
Like, whatever, your stuff's boring.
You're out.
Numbers, blah.
Yeah. I was watching. You know what show I have to recommend to you, dude? Is Mythic Quest. Have you watched this on Apple?
It's so good. It's so underrated. Nobody watches it.
So I started watching it this week because it's from most of the guys that do Always Sunny, right?
Yeah.
And I personally think that Glenn Howerton and Rob McElhenney, their other two projects that weren't, and Caitlin Olsen, who did The Mick. The Mick is a very underrated show too. Might be the last great comedy on Fox. They have all like that. You can tell that how versatile they are and how funny they are by the fact that all of their shows are some of my favorite other shows other than Always Sunny. So AP Bio with Glenn Howerton and Mythic Quest with Rob McElhenney. And it makes me think of my brother. It's like Silicon Valley for video games, right?
That's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
That's what I tell everyone.
And I keep thinking, like, that's my brother's office. I keep thinking is like they're waiting on some Twitch streamer who's like 17 to say that he liked Madden. And then they're like, oh my God, yes, thank the Lord. I'm just giggling the whole time. But Mythic Quest is so good. The Nazis episode made me giggle so much because it's so absurd. Yeah.
Are you through it? You're not completely through it?
No,
yet?
I think I'm on episode 5. Yeah.
Okay. So there's a good like in between episode with Jake Johnson. That's definitely And then there's a extra episode that they did like early in the pandemic. They did like a webcam show. Like, and I think a lot of shows tried to do that, like bring back the webcam show type thing.
Sure.
I think the only one that really nailed it is Mythic Quest. I think it's like the funniest like work from home episode ever.
Yes. I'm imagining that was it turned on to you because you're a gamer? Is it like big in the gaming community, that show?
Not really.
Okay.
No. I just kind of was like you. I was just interested in Always Sunny stuff. I'm like, oh yeah, another one. Cool. Let's see what this is.
Right.
And it was one of the first things on Apple TV. I think that, or Apple TV Plus. So I guess maybe it had a little bit of a slower start because not everyone was jumping on it immediately. But they're working on season 2. I'm so happy because like they can just keep doing more. There's so many like weird topics that they can tackle that are like heavy and also hilarious at the same time in the gaming world. So,
and that's like what those guys from Always Sunny have always done is take a very heavy topic sometimes and turn it into something extremely funny. I mean, they look at the world like unlike anybody else. My buddy Todd Bierman, I was texting him last night. He directed the Nazis episode. And he works with Rob McElhenney all the time. And as we were talking, he's like, I'm editing the season finale of season 2. Like he starts editing it today. So their whole second season has been shot, which is amazing.
I'm so happy.
Yeah. So
I also feel good. I feel vindicated just liking that show. Like I still consider you like the TV guru. Yeah. So I'm very like, yes, it is good. I knew it. I'm validated.
Listen, if I can be considered any kind of guru by Jake Baldino, I will take it. The other show on Apple TV, if you haven't watched it, I talk about it all the time. I introduced it to Amanda this weekend because she is so upset that she doesn't have anything to watch, right? And as she's pregnant, we're only a month away. Our due date is February 25th, so that's exactly a month from today, which I just realized as I said it out loud, and now my whole body has gone numb. Holy shit, Jake! In a month, month or less, I'm gonna have a baby. This is insane.
Don't call me. I can't help you. I don't know anything.
I will tell you what, man. My brother put me into like a changing diaper gauntlet over Thanksgiving, and it was so stressful. It was hilarious. Like the whole family's videotaping it and yelling at me as
They're shouting at you while you're doing it.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It was so comforting. Meanwhile, Amanda has raised like 6 children, like 6 of her sister's kids. Amanda has been integral in raising these children. And Ben has 4 kids, and they all just know me as Wild Uncle Joshy. So I've clearly done very little rearing of the children, if you will.
You're the cool uncle that brings over the Christmas presents wrapped in newspaper.
Totally.
Like, hey guys, what's up?
Before I was with Amanda, I would just send a box of Christmas gifts to Ben. And he's like, you didn't even wrap any of them. I was like, I'm supposed to wrap them? Get out of here. Just put them in the Amazon box. Wrap them.
Hand them out.
Come on.
Just dole them out.
The only wrapping paper I have is literally old grocery bags, and I just write Merry Christmas on it and write it. But the other show you have to watch, dude, is Ted Lasso. Yeah. If you haven't watched Ted Lasso, you have to watch Ted Lasso.
Okay, that's on my list. Because I started Barry. Everyone told me about Barry. I'm on Barry now. Ted Lasso's next.
Barry is a fantastic TV show. Ted Lasso is one of the reasons that I started the Positivity Report is because the guy is so positive. It is such a bright light of TV. Only 10 episodes. You don't have to be a sports fan to like it at all. Amanda likes sports. She likes it. Ted Lasso has really nothing to do with sports and everything to do about being a good human. And it's awesome, man. You'll love it.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a good pitch.
Yeah.
I'm also just happy the whole angle of positivity that you guys are doing here.
Oh, thanks, man.
Is really good. That's like tried to make that like my mission statement, and it's definitely difficult in the way the internet is designed right now in terms of like what feeds clicks, attention, conversation, buzz. So it's funny that like positivity isn't always the most popular route, but I think it's the best one, the right one.
Yeah, I mean that's
for you guys to build a whole thing around that is like amazing.
Thanks, man. Yeah, I mean, we weren't. That was the first thing we said when we all got together is we don't want to start another YouTube channel that just is, right? I think that there is enough of that out there.
Yes, I agree.
Kids getting huge on YouTube and driving Lamborghinis into pools was never the idea of this show. It was about trying to feature people in other jobs that don't normally get featured. That's why we're doing the teacher feature here once a week, maybe sometimes twice a week. We have a teacher scheduled for Thursday. And I think that listen, it's going to be a slow build. I guarantee there are people looking at our numbers and things like that are like, oh, this is never going to work. And that's totally fine. You can say that. But we don't have a overlord right now telling us that, hey, the numbers aren't that very good, we're going to cancel everything. We don't have that right now. We have people that want this to work out, and we have people that are very positive in our Founders Club that have become members of this association that are just going to spread that positivity and that good. Mark Riley wants to say something, I think.
No, it's funny you're saying that, and I forgot to mention we're going to have a really big guest in this week. Yeah, and I forgot to tell you.
Who's that?
Well, I'll get there. I'll get there. I can't say it yet until I confirm, but it's through Eric Bass.
Oh, nice.
I believe you know
yeah.
The gentleman. Yeah, we're going to be talking soon. But I just got really excited and I forgot to tell you.
Well,
wow.
Live on air.
Jake, that's what's called a tease. That's called a tease.
Yeah, not a very good one, but it is a tease.
It is a tease. I also got to get Striffler on the show. I don't know where the van is parked right now, or how he's doing.
Where in the world is Eric Striffler? Yeah, I don't actually know where he is right now either.
Okay. I got to get him. I'm telling you guys, just a quick story. So if you don't know Jake or Eric, and this is your first time being around him, I officiated Jake's wedding to his amazing wife, Amanda. And here is the tease that I teased at the top of the show. Jake and Amanda are competing against one another this Friday on Joshpardy. It is the first husband-wife duo on Joshpardy. They were texting me during the show that they liked Joshpardy. So I was like, why don't you guys both come on to compete? Let's do it. Because I know after meeting both of your families at your wedding, I can tell that you're both competitive families. Like, you like to compete. You like to, everything is a lot of fun. Like, both of your families were so much fun at your wedding. And I just see Italians across the board on that East Coast of the part. There's a competitive vibe with all of us. That's why we go to bar trivia. Yes. That's why the dance floor was this competitive, just amazing place to be at your wedding. It was awesome.
My wife is competitive. My whole family is intense and competitive, and then I'm like a soft-boiled egg, and I just kind of roll over. But that's fine. I go, I lost, man. This sucks. But I think it'll be fun because I love like real Jeopardy.
Yeah.
And I pride myself on like doing pretty well when I watch.
Yeah.
So but your Jeopardy is a different beast.
Yeah.
So I'm curious. I think Amanda might do pretty well, and I liked watching last week. Because it felt like, I know it was like your first one on the GPA technically, right?
Yeah. I did like 3 with Kind of Funny, 4 with Kind of Funny, and then have been. Go ahead.
It's like you're like a well-oiled machine at this point. Like, it feels like you do it, and you're like, all right, I do this. Like it feels like you've been doing it at bars. You've been doing it on every other YouTube channel. So it's like it's honed. It's like well-oiled, and it was cool to just watch you jump right into it, but on like a platform that's like yours.
Yeah.
It's like. It's good.
Thanks, man. Yeah, we
not to like kiss your butt, but
I pitched it. What's crazy is there was this contest going around about 6 months ago, and I pitched it as a very fast podcast to this contest. It didn't win the contest, but as I was writing it out, I was like, okay, this is how I want Joshpardy to look going forward, because I want it to be, like the fastest game show on the internet, but I also wanted to have that comedy flair to it, because yes, there are right or wrong answers in every question, but not all of them are necessarily correct, as you would say.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So now, Jake, you said you turned 30. Have you gotten any grays up there in the bouffant yet?
Yeah, I'm starting to get a couple on the sides, and it's so cool. I hope it keeps. I'm like, please go gray here, so I could be like Dr. Strange.
I was gonna say
Reed Richards, please.
Oh man, yes, 100%. I think you can pull off Dr. Strange, Reed Richards. What you should do is just test out how you feel about it on Halloween. If you're not that gray yet.
Yeah, I should. I'm gonna be honest. I feel pretty good about it. I'm already like, you ever like watch like a Just for Men's commercial and be like, I want to look like that guy when I'm 40.
Yeah.
Like, I want to look at that guy when I'm 50. Like I'm pretty like, I understand what I want to be like.
Well, you're lucky you still have a full head of hair. And
for now, yeah.
Somebody commented on a video a couple days ago. They were like, when I started watching Macuga, he didn't have any gray hair. I was like, that's wrong. I've had gray hair since like 27.
Right? Yeah.
So it's been gray for a long time. The Macugas do prematurely gray. But listen, I'm so thankful to have you on the show and as a friend. And you're welcome back here anytime you want to come on, buddy. And did you just text me?
Give me some ideas?
Yeah, give me some ideas.
Right,
what do you got?
So you're doing I think highlighting people who wouldn't normally be on a podcast like this is great.
Yes.
Right? Teachers, I think, is really cool. Can you, as like an East Coast guy, can you do like deli dudes and then bring in a guy who works at a deli and has like a crazy story?
Yes.
I feel like a deli, a bodega, like
put it in.
I feel like that's here you go.
Deli dudes. Yes.
Number two, if you ever want to do pizza content, I'm super down.
Yes.
I'm also sitting on a bunch of very high profile pizza domains. So if you got any crazy names for pizza shows, I might have it in my treasure trove of domains.
I love this idea. Yes. We've drunkenly or whatever texted about pizza content for a year. And we talked about it because the last time when I was in New York shooting Eating History, we had an amazing sit-down pizza dinner at John's.
That was good.
That was really good. They opened up a Prince Street out here, but I don't know if it's open right now or not. I haven't been around. It's sort of close to my house, but I haven't heard anybody eating there. So I know the location is there, but they haven't. I don't know if they're serving pizza or not.
You have to go try to immediately go knock on the door, see what's up. Like,
hello,
you fling a couple doughs.
We tried to go to Shake Shack last night, and our local Shake Shack is temporarily closed. The restaurant situation out here right now is so up and down. It's really kind of bumming me out. I have this huge fear that my local bar is going to close, that they just haven't been able to weather the storm. And
which one? Or can you say it out loud?
Barney's Beanery. I'm like really worried
okay. I knew
about
you were going to say that. Okay. Yeah, that would be a shame. That's a cool place.
I know. I mean, I take everybody there, so.
Yes. And I was like, this is great. This makes sense why he likes this.
Yeah, exactly. All right, so pizza content and deli dudes, and I love deli dudes. Hey, if you have any deli dudes that you know that want to come on, let me know, and we'll make that happen.
They're usually just mean to me, and I leave. Like, that's how it goes, So good luck finding someone. Be sure to let us know in the comments down below if you know any deli dudes or bodega boys.
Bodega boys or deli dudes. I'm totally into that. Also, I do have to tell you before I let Jake go, again, the best wedding gift for like being in a wedding gift I ever got was from Jake. He got me a decanter for whiskey liquors that just said, the date of the wedding and my name and whatever. And then on the other side, it said comment, like, subscribe. And it's perfect. I show it to everybody. It's my favorite thing on my bar. So thank you for that, buddy.
When I gave it to him, I grabbed him by the shoulder and I said, when you're in this life, you're in it for good. I didn't say that, but
it would have been a lot cooler if you did.
Yeah.
And then we proceeded to get hammered and go to a local bar and play darts. And then me stop and get like a 48-inch sandwich at a local deli in, what was it, New Paltz? Is that where we were? What part of New York were we in?
We were near Newburgh. It was Beacon.
Beacon. That's what it was, Beacon.
I peed on train tracks.
I think we all peed on train tracks. I wanted to jump in that waterfall, but Striffler's talked me out of that one.
Oh, no. Okay, we can't bring you anywhere.
Yeah, bad scene. Jake Baldino, you're the best, man. We will talk soon. All right, buddy?
Yes.
Give Amanda my best. And we'll see you Friday. Obviously, we'll see you Friday.
Yes,
and
Friday.
I'll bring my Amanda in to do some commentary during the show as well. So,
okay,
yeah.
That'll be good.
Yeah.
All right, I can't wait.
All right, buddy. Give Amanda my best.
Later.
We'll talk soon. All right, see you, buddy.
Bye, guys.
Jake Baldino, everybody, the legend. If you guys don't, just follow at Jake Baldino, at Gameranx. Go subscribe to the channel. If you are gamers, he is the perfect guy to follow. If you're not, he's also the perfect guy to follow. He's just one of the best human beings out there. Perfect for the Positivity Report. Got to give a shout out to our buddy Haskell420, Morning Gang. Jake, as a fellow Long Islander, I'm in Northport. What are some of your fave pizza spots? Haskell420, go tweet at him. I'm sorry I didn't read that while he was still on the show. Should have. I keep reading these super chats as soon as I let guests go. It happened with Jeff Canada on Friday, and it happened with Jake Baldino today. I am one of the worst morning show hosts ever, and that's why people tune into the Positivity Report, because they don't want to see perfection. They want to see me. You like that one, Ikaika? Yeah. You like that one? All right, let's get to some good news of the day. So a weird news of the day. I just read this before the show went live. Budweiser, for the first time in over 40 years, will not have a Super Bowl commercial. So we're not going to get any Budweiser frogs. We're not going to get any Clydesdales. We're not going to get any, Bud Light Lime, Bud Light Seltzer, Bud Light Seltzer Lemonade. None of those are going to have a commercial unless it's just Budweiser and they're going to do Bud Lights. Because it almost seems like the Super Bowl is synonymous with Budweiser. All of the favorite commercials all time, it's usually a beer commercial. It's usually either Bud or Bud Light, right? Am I right, Ikaika?
Yeah, for the most part. I was just gonna ask you, what is your favorite like weird Super Bowl commercial
of all time?
Yeah, like why do you think? I'll say mine. I think mine is Puppy Monkey Baby.
Oh, that was a good one.
I don't know what drink that was,
Puppy
but
Monkey Baby.
It was like a Mountain Dew thing or something.
I think Doritos has really knocked it out of the park with people creating their own. I've always enjoyed all of the Doritos commercial. Man, that is a really, really good question. I think it's got to be like, what's up? What's up? Because it really defined a whole like year of people answering the phone. And then it was the Michael Scott, what's up? So the fact that joke kept going and it was it was kind of like, my wife, right? It went for about a year and then there were still people saying it. And they were holding on for dear life for the.
I'm sure there's people out there that still say it. To this day.
Do you remember? I don't know if it was a Super Bowl commercial, but do you remember the penguin that was in? It was like, he's in my house, and he was like, doobie doobie doo. Do you remember that?
No.
I think it was for like Bud Ice. If anybody remembers that commercial, maybe that was just Pittsburgh local because we were the Pittsburgh Penguins. But there was a penguin. And he'd be like, the call is coming from inside the house. And the penguin is on the phone. And he goes, doobie, doobie, doo. It's such a good commercial. Oh, man. And Bud Ice. I tell you what, when they started bringing out iced beer back in the day, that is how people got extremely drunk thinking they were drinking light beer. And then iced beer would just knock you out. Kids, be aware of iced beer. All right. Ikaika, are you ready for a word of the day? Or maybe Mark Riley. Mark Riley's walking back in the room. Let's see if he can guess the word of the day. All right, here we go. The word of the day is puissant. Puissant. Origin late Middle English, Latin.
Puissant. Puissant.
Puissant.
That would be a small caramel-filled croissant.
A puissant. Okay, and Ikaika, your guess. Puissant. Puissant.
I feel like it's you act. It's like a way you act. I don't know. I don't.
That's not a definition. Thank you to everybody for watching today's positivity.
Something
report.
fancy.
Ooh, something fancy is what he goes with. Incorrect. All very solid guesses. We are looking for powerful, mighty, or potent. Puissant.
That was my second guess.
I almost dropped my puissant.
Puissant. So go out today and treat every day like you're puissant. Powerful, mighty, all that kind of stuff.
I like that.
Yeah, you're welcome. I didn't ask a question of the day this week on Friday. I totally forgot. So I'll ask one today. You guys can answer it tomorrow. I will say, okay, Friday, Mark, on Joshpardy, or on Jeopardy. Okay, well, we had Joshpardy, and then that evening's Jeopardy, I was almost spoiled on Instagram.
Oh.
I don't know if you guys watched it. There was a tiebreaker. I've only seen a tiebreaker twice in the history of the show. Okay, I know there might be 3, maybe 4, but I know Alex Trebek had one, and he almost looked flustered because he didn't know what to do because it rarely happens.
Wow.
Like, rarely.
Wow.
So there was a tiebreaker on Friday's show. You know how they run a tiebreaker? It's almost anticlimactic.
No, I don't think I've ever seen a tiebreaker.
It's only a 30-minute show, and when you boil it down, it's 22 and a half minutes, right, with commercials and everything. So they can only do one thing. They ask one question in a category, and the person that rings in and gets it correct wins.
So
the question, which I knew the answer to, the guy and the guy who was already the returning champion, he won and he got it.
Oh my God!
I mean, imagine that you get on Jeopardy, and here's the thing: both guys tied with $38,000.
Jeez.
So you battled that whole game of Jeopardy. You get to the tiebreaker. It's up for $38,000. It's not up. It's not a daily double. It's not your final your final Jeopardy or anything like that. Ikaika, you're up for $38,000. It's down to one question, and you got to have the fastest thumb in the West to get it.
Oh,
and
he can do it.
He got it. You're quick with the thumb.
Yeah,
he's quick with the thumb. The Hawaiian hunk.
Jeez.
Yeah. Aloha thumbs mean hello.
Aloha thumbs.
I mean, the Hawaiians love to do this. Ikaika just takes the pinky and goes straight thumb. Boom.
It's like really fast, like over the top.
Yeah.
He puts his hat back and
it's
yeah.
the 29 years of playing video games.
Yeah,
Just
fast twitch thumbs.
That's it
Fast
too.
twitch thumbs. So it was one of the most amazing episodes of Jeopardy. I keep saying Joshpardy. That's fine. One of the most
Spread the
amazing
word.
episodes of Jeopardy. And I do have to say, obviously, I'm very jealous of Ken Jennings getting to host Jeopardy. But the guy has found his stride. He's done a heck of a job. I think he's done a very, very good job. He's great interviewing the contestants. I'm looking forward to all the other guest hosts, mostly Aaron Rodgers. I know, Ikaika Shively. I'm sorry about your Packers, buddy.
It's
Very,
hockey
very sorry.
season. We're past it.
Oh, so you're a Sharks guy now?
Yep.
Sharks.
Jeez.
Penguins are playing OK hockey. We're 3-2 right now. Jake Gensel, Gensylvania, just had his 100th goal as a Penguin, starting his career. 17th Penguin to have 100 goals. I'm boring people. I'm just going Pittsburgh. Thank you all again for watching. Thank you to everybody who super chatted. And let's do some videos that made me happy, and then let's get out of here. Today is Monday, January 25th. Thank you all for tuning in. The Positivity Report every single day, 9 a.m. Pacific, here on the Good People Association, youtube.com/the Good People Association. Tell your friends, tell your family. This is a family-friendly, fun channel, okay? We're out to make you very positive content. If your family watches like the Today Show or Live with Regis and Kelly, it's not Regis anymore, it's Ryan. Sorry about that, Ryan Seacrest. Any of those morning shows, tell them to tune into the Positivity Report. I guarantee you they're going to have a good time. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be fun, Jerry, fun. All right, Ikaika, what's our first video? What do we got? I forgot to write down the order.
I'm letting it restart before I do the audio.
Oh, no. Why? Is this the...
No, this is the car one.
Oh, this is the car one. Yeah. Hit it. Okay, so if you're watching at home, which you should be, I don't know how else you would watch this show. This...
Yeah.
Okay, there's these two older women in this car, and I gotta hope that my grandma and her friends yell at each other in the car like this. Go ahead, play it, Ikaika.
Main Street to get you can't go up Main Street is closed. Main Street is closed. You can't get on Main Street. Gotta get on Main Street to get you can't go up Main Street.
Have you gone down this rabbit hole with these wonderful, wonderful women?
Oh
Pulling this up, I saw there was a lot more.
Oh, yeah, I am well aware of these.
We'll make it a week of these ladies.
They are
videos every day.
Hysterical.
Oh man, because you know they can't hear, and she probably thinks she's talking at a reasonable volume, or she just loves to yell. Either way, my grandma doesn't hear very well right now. She's 91 years old. She's waiting on the vaccine in Pittsburgh. She's the best. I call her Beanie. She is the best grandma any son could ever have. Both of my grandmom, I didn't get to know my grandpa on my dad's side. He unfortunately passed away when I was very young, but I was best friends with my grandpa on my mom's side, and I think about him every day, and I miss him every day. And then I was very, very close with my dad's mom, Rose, who we're naming our daughter after, and she was a performer. She sang in World War II. She was in the Women's Army Corps. The WAC, as they called it. She sang for soldiers. She was part of the USO tours. Her stage name was Peggy Palmer. Her name was Rose Macuga. At that point, Rose Peluso. And her name was Peggy Palmer. And so when I first moved to Los Angeles, she loved the fact that I was in entertainment. She loved the fact that I loved to entertain people. She came to all my plays and musicals in high school and grade school and all that kind of stuff. And so I got her one of those stars. You know, Mark, when you go to the gift stores on Hollywood Boulevard, you can buy a star, and you can write your name on it, right? So I got her one of those stars, and I wrote Peggy Palmer on it because that was her stage name. She sang at a bunch of bars and stuff in Pittsburgh growing up, and she had 8 children. The woman at her tallest may have been 5 feet tall. She had 8 children, okay? She was basically pregnant or breastfeeding for like 16 years, okay? It's insane. My dad grew up in a house that was the size of my apartment at this point with all those kids. They're the happiest, most amazing family. I come from an amazing, amazing family. I'm very, very lucky. But so I made her this star that said Peggy Palmer, and I framed it. And then she hung it in her house, and when she passed away, that's what my dad gave back to me. And she's like, I think you should have this. Oh. So where was this going? Oh, but I know that her and her friends used to scream. They scream at each other. When I go to see my grandma at her assisted living facility, she screams at her friends. Screams. Her telephone, you could hear from at Los Angeles. It is the loudest telephone on the planet. Like Ben and I go in there and you're like, please phone, don't ring. Because it is, I'm jumpy in general.
Oh,
it is the loudest telephone ever.
I can picture, is it rotary dial?
It's a rotary dial phone.
It's just like, I know that ring because we had it at Mom's.
Yeah, she refuses to use her cell phone. Refuses.
Yeah.
We got her an iPhone. She's like, this is too complicated. I hate it.
That's my father too, man. It's just that,
My
God, he yelled at the computer yesterday when I was on a thing.
Let's do a couple more videos that make us smile here, Ikaika. The Hawaiian hunk had a great weekend from what I understand, playing some video games. He made us a bunch of characters. Okay, so I made this. This is, they found it at Lowe's. Look, there's a cat in there. You see it?
Kitty.
There's a little cat back there. There's a little cat in Lowe's. Let me tell you something, okay? I made the joke on Joshpardy on Friday. You can't find anybody that works at Lowe's or Home Depot to help you out with anything, but you can darn sure find a cat behind some ceiling fans. Look at that guy. Talk about a hole-in-one for a cat. You can hang out wherever you want. There's probably people dropping snacks in places. They used to have that hot dog cart out front of the one here in Burbank.
Ooh.
They were actually pretty good hot dogs, according to Ken Knapsack, from what I understand. All right, let's do one more video.
All right, you ready for this one?
Yeah. Hey, wait. What would you name this cat? Think of maybe a lumber pun. You got anything? You got a cat?
Well, it's by fans. I'm thinking by like.
It's by the fans, right?
It's by the fans.
Felans? I'm
Blade?
not the pun guy.
Yeah.
Blade?
Blade. Okay, I'll give you Blade.
Oh, Blade's good.
Blade, good. Okay, we'll give you Blade. I like it. All right. Ikaika, last video.
All right.
So, this woman, her name is Rosa. Everybody loves her in this building. She's been living with her sister. 20 years. Everybody loves her. Okay. She has no idea they're gonna give her the penthouse.
Wow, it's a walk-in closet. Wow. Yeah, it's amazing. Yeah, this place is unreal.
Okay, I'm gonna brace myself.
Made an impact on the people here in the building. So I have here a little contract for a 2-year lease on this unit that some of your fans here in the building got together, and they're taking care of it. All you have to do is sign and take the keys, and this unit is yours for the next 2 years. No, this isn't real. Yes, we really appreciate everything you've done.
I mean, come on, guys. If that doesn't end your day on a positive note, Rosa gets a penthouse apartment in New York, just for being a good person.
Look, this is going to be a thing, huh?
Yes.
Every
I'm going to try and find the cry videos, guys. That's what I do here.
Do the 1-2 punch of happy and then like happy tears at the end.
Yeah, happy tears at the end.
That was cat into tears.
I'm gonna end this show today, and I'm gonna tell all of you that we find the good, be good people. We've got all kinds of announcements coming this week. Shows and fun, and appreciate all of you being here this morning and spending your mornings with me. Spread the word. Let people know that this is a safe, fun, positive place to be every single morning, 9 a.m. Pacific, here on the Good People Association. And Graham Butler, man, I'll miss you on Twitter, buddy, and I'll miss you in real life, and I know a lot of people are going to miss you too. So, again, if you're out there and you're struggling, talk to me. Talk to somebody. Call your loved ones. Text your loved ones. Tell them you love them. We'll see you tomorrow. Find the good.